love, oneness, light, and darkness. Can't forget that darkness. Hi, everybody. I am here to come and share today on this Saturday, on this Sabbath day. Go out. I mean, don't even go out. Stay in, meditate, serene, clean up, do what you need to do. Just chill. Just chill out if you can. If you're at work, do it afterwards. Forget the clubs, do some time to yourself, and appease the spirits. I want to talk about so much stuff from counter work to Christianity. But first on this video, because I like my videos to be short. I don't like them to be long. I don't want people to. A lot of people don't have a long attention span, so they can't pay attention to long videos. Christian. The only reason why I'm bringing this up today, and I know everybody is talking about it. It just makes me want to share my experience of being a Christian and why I decided to step back from it. And what reminds me on a daily level why I stepped out of it is the way they act. I was presented with some badass energy the other day. The whole day was going great. It was going great. I took my daughter over to her grandmother's house, and because we don't go to church, we were called heathens and everything else. But I had to break it down to her just shortly. I don't really go into my breaking down. I just really hit the major points. And my major question is, when somebody asks me if I'm a Muslim or a Christian, is why the hell would I serve a deity they gave you to enslave you physically at first, but now it's done mentally. Willie Nitch does not have to be around because you're already mentally enslaved. They already have you worshiping a white God. Half these black churches have white Jesuses in them. And if they do have black Jesuses in them, the image of a white Christ is already set in our minds. And I also asked her, why are you judging me? Does your God have you judging me? Because your belief in God has you judging me. I've been to church. My mom and them are Christians. I grew up in a Christian home, we were taught not to ever question God, and I have always been the one questioning him, and I was always the child that said, well, mommy, why can't we question God? Because if we don't question him, we don't get no answers. That's just like saying don't question your mother. If we don't ask why, you know how babies go to that certain stage at 3 or 4, they ask why, well, why? Because we want to know. We should be able, whatever deity you're working with or ancient ancestors, you should be able to ask them a question and they be able to explain it. But no, we do this. We go to church, we follow what they say, and we think that, and we pray, and we give tithes to get blessings and to get healed. And then when we're not getting satisfied, this is when we start hopping to different churches, thinking that we have to find another church home to be comfortable. Because in all truth, every time I pray, it seemed like it got worse. Every time I prayed, it got worse. Every time I pray, I began to experience separation of the black family. I began to experience depression. I began to experience addictions. I began to experience just plain out, just might as well say that I was abusing myself as well as letting everybody else abuse me, because I had given myself to a higher power and it put me in a weak status. It sounds quite rhetorical to want something, and then they program you to ask somebody but not do anything. And in their Bible it says faith without works is dead. But the pastor never seems to really explain this, because people understand it in the church, but they don't understand it. If you can read the whole chapter or start from the beginning and go all the way through, they will know what that means. Because when I was going to church, I was a Christian. I got it. I understood it, but I didn't enter and overstand it, because you have this verse in the Bible saying that, but you have the preacher skipping around on verses and telling you to give your faith and honor to God and leave it to him. Don't do anything to it. Love thy enemy. Why the fuck would you love thy enemy? Why the fuck would you want thy enemy to be close to you, for them to continue to enemies you? Enemies. That is crazy. Why the fuck would you do some shit like that? And another thing is that most of the people in my family don't even like me. They tolerate me. I can say that much because I have always been the one that has spoken out. I have always been the different one. I am not the black sheep. I am the dark sheep that brings balance, you guys. We bring balance. Anybody that's labeled a black sheep, we are the darkness. We are the ones that bring balance. We are the ones that don't do anything normal. We are the ones that see past the propaganda. And then it's getting worse today because they got the people believing really now that it's in the end time. So everybody is running to the church, to these predator ass preachers, these gay ass preachers, these bisexual ass preachers, these preachers that don't have any balance. I mean, it's just craziness. I was never happy. I was sad all the time. I stayed prayed up. I was so disconnected from my spiritual self. It wasn't prospering anything. Everything just kept going downhill, 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 downhill. And I bet you this. Here we go. When I poured my libations, somebody said they don't think they gonna come real quick. The ancestors came within a matter of days, and it was really, really surprising. I feel the ancestors. Like I said, heard my Cesar say, I agree with her. I feel the ancestors. I can see the ancestors. I can see the spirits that are around me. Now I'm at the point to where I'm ready to know all of my spirits that have protected me and that have been around me, and this will bring me to my candle work. I kind of took a break on candle work, but I have been practicing on myself, and I've been practicing on myself for about two years, and I may help my friend out every once in a while, only if he needs something, like as far as getting a job or anything, and I'm good at it, but I am seeing that I am better at darkness. All that light shit, the love stuff, and I don't know. I don't really like to manipulate with the love thing because I think that it should happen naturally, and you should not manipulate that in any kind of way. But the dark magic, like reversals, I'm very good at reversal spells. I'm very good at moving spells if you need to move. And so I'm practicing more, and I'm learning that I have to record everything, and that I gotta keep doing my magic. I usually keep candles on there, but I've been slacking off, because I got tired. I was like, am I supposed to be asking for shit all the time? So, sometimes I would just honor them. I would just thank them. I would go to the store and give them things. You don't have to have riches and gold to appease the spirits. The spirits will actually lead you to what they want. They will say this is okay, you get this instead of that, or get this one thing and wait till you get the other thing. I heard somebody on on the net talking about that. I think it was Ursula that you gotta have money to work with her. You don't have to have money to work with any of these spirits. First and foremost, a lot of us come to this to fix ourselves spiritually, and second, one, because this is on our path, this is in our blood, or and a thing that will get you on your path is seeking your spirituality, and you want prosperity. And 9 times out of 10 we have a problem with prosperity because our race is the one that suffers the most when it comes to the economic status. I lost my train of thought. But so after Christianity, I began to try to work with the Orishas, and I called up on Yamaya first. Yamaya led me to where I'm going. I've been following her, everything. I started off first with the more of the Egyptian deities, the Orishas, some of the Orishas like Shango, Yamaya, Oshun, and it's like 2 more. 3 more, I'm not for sure. I know, but I don't. It's not right there right now. It's gone right now. But I'm being led to a totally different scenery. The Iwa from Louisiana and Haiti, and I have people in Louisiana, and I have not been down there since I've been a little girl, and I need to go down there, even if everybody's dead, even if it's just to visit the graveyard. I've been led to Papa Legba, and once Papa Legba came in, Shango hasn't really been around. When Papa Legba came in, Dembola showed up. When Dembola showed up, his wife wanted to be with him. I know. I called on Ursula, and she came. And this is how she came. I didn't have everything for her, but I went and got her some champagne. I'm not for sure if it was pink, but it probably was pink because you know that pink champagne is not really that high. I got her champagne glass. I couldn't find pink flowers, so I got some pretty yellow flowers. She had a nice, pretty candle. I gave her perfume. I sell these Egyptian perfume bottles that's painted with 24 karat gold. I put her some nice perfume in there. I give each one of my spirits different types of perfumes. You have to appease the spirit. You have to clear the space. You have to light the incense. You have to light the sage. You have to do that. I'm not really into the term witch because it's westernized. So Mama Spirit Tea, please don't take it personal. But that is a westernized word, and I just feel that we should just label it kind of different because every time I think, every time I go on to her channel, she's a witch, and every time I go on to her channel, I be like, I wonder if Mama seen a video about, study your deities and stuff, and I don't want anybody to get me misunderstood. I'm a healer myself. I just don't like that word witch because it's been fucked up. But it is what it is. It is what it is. That word resonates on the level that you put in it. It resonates on what you put in it. But I still am not gonna call myself a witch. So, what I like to do, I like to craft. I like to craft candles. I love to work with oils. I love to dip the incense. I like to crochet. I know I said heal already. I love to help people with spiritual baths to clear in their space, because it's a big difference when a person like me gives you a spiritual bath versus yourself giving you a spiritual bath. I have healing powers, and this is what I am here for. I am an indigo child. I am here to bring a certain different energy to this world to bring us to our higher state of consciousness. I know who I am. I know that I am not from here. I know I am from that darkness. I am from that darkness up there with them stars. That's where I am from. I am not from here. I will not be claiming this shit. But while I am down here, I will be living in comfort. So being a Christian does not correlate with me being in comfort. When I was a Christian, I wasn't told to light a candle. I was told to put crosses on the doors, not knowing that those four corners are portals. And when I noticed the difference now between sage and oil and just plain old olive oil in the name of Jesus. When I was married, I would anoint my household, so I thought it was going to keep us safe from the entities, but it seemed like everything was getting worse. And my dumb ass walking around the house putting crosses on every door, every entrance, every window, and I'm just putting portals everywhere and not knowing it, and the energy got fucked up. And while I kept doing this, like a couple of weeks later, or maybe even a week, I was out there trying to get back home, selling furniture and everything. Now, my experience with sage, collard greens, and my own special mixture of oil and the I guess I'll call it holy water. I don't really like to use the word blessed because that means curse. We have to get up on our words because the English language are full of curses, and we speak these things daily. We need to begin to speak our own sacred language. But in the seesaw, in little things that I do, even the incense to clear the space, to appease the spirit, I found that worked and that protected me. Using the broom, I enter and understand why I've never liked using the vacuum. I always sweep. It's just a sweeping thing. Sweep them out. You gotta sweep them out, and you have to keep your space clean in order for anything good to come in. That's what I do. That's what I'm into. I just never really shared it with people. Since I've been back from Arizona, I am finding my powers are crazy. I am finding out that I can concentrate, or if I'm feeling a certain way, that it's going to rain. My mood determines the weather, and a lot of us indigo kids' moods determine the weather because we're vibing on the same level at the same time. Thus, we're connected, experiencing the same things at the same time, even in the spiritual realm, even in other lives. This is the freest I've ever felt. I'm happy, and I still go through struggles. I go through a lot of struggles, and I have a lot of good people, especially one, hi Immortal, that's always there, that's always texting, that's always calling, that's always checking on me. Just recently we had to take a break from talking to each other, but that's what's up. We need more. I finally met in one of my A likes, and I thought I was going to find it in the conscious community. And oh yeah, about that, that's another religion. I did that. I did the Christianity. I hopped into the conscious community, and now I'm to myself. I had a taste of both worlds. You don't have to put me in no Catholic church. You don't have to put me in no Pentecostal church to know that they all are operating off the same system, and one day it will be one church for them. They think that the other one church is us. We are known as the demons and the bad people, the devils, when it's really the other way around. We don't judge anybody. Why the hell do they judge us? Why did I have to go take my child to her grandmother's house the other day, and she called my baby evil, and she asked me if we were Muslim, and all kinds of crazy stuff. I had to break it down and say, I didn't even say I worship. I honor, and I appease, and I serve the ancestors that came before your God. Looking in that's Jesus. It's not even his name. And if you want to know his name, if you don't know, if you're on this channel, if you make it to the end, subscribe and like it. Look it up if you don't know it. Look it up. I know I should have said subscribe and like at the beginning of the video, but I'm pretty sure you guys are going to stick to the end of it. You will stick to the end of it. So everything is looking great. I know I've made a right decision. It's just that the battle and the evil eyes and everything is real. People don't enter and understand what I'm doing. They think that I'm a devil worshiper, but they can think that because I would rather you think that I'm darkness than light, when I'm really both, but you don't know because you're confused. But yeah, Christians, you guys pushed us out of church, and that's good. I'm glad I got pushed out of church. You're giving your energy to a whole nother temple. You guys speak about the temple, but they make it as if the church is the temple, and that's the only one you should be worried about. No, you worry about your temple, because when you take your your dumb ass, when you take your temple into that other temple, you being drained, and you wonder why the kids can't stay up doing church if you don't have them in children's church. And then that's why they create children's church, to keep the child up to more energy while the child is bouncing around, versus sleeping in the main church. You come home after you eat, you already got nigga-itis, and you're just drained. That's because they're draining your energy. You guys are practicing hoodoo, you're practicing other things, other culture stuff, where shit began in the church. It's the only difference between my Papa Legba is that you get filled with what is that? The Son, the Father, and the Holy Ghost. Where the fuck is the woman? Eve came from Adam's rib. That sounds like magic if it's true, but that's not true. Women are the natural goddess. She just so happened to be in human form. We have a connection with the universe. We're not from here. Well, most of us, some of us, we're not from here. If he did do that out of his rib, that's magic. He's a witch. Everything in this book says that he's a witch. Read between the lines. Open your motherfucking eyes. But that didn't happen because the goddess, the creatress, is the woman. The dark woman. Get away from these words, BLACK, for the lack of knowledge. Get away from these words. Study. Look on the internet. I mean, even though the internet is a deadbolt, stop, because you're not going to get all that you want. You only go get small, and half that shit probably not even true. Research, meditate, get out to church, get in the sun, in the moon, and do what you need to do. And I would like to say to all my Christians, I'll see you in hell, but we are already here, so I see them daily on a daily level. We are in hell, and if you don't know that, it's time to wake up. So I'm not going to hold you guys long. It's been about 20 minutes, 13, 15, 16 seconds. I'm out. Peace, love. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and leave a comment. Negative energy, you just will be replied to with positive energy. Peace, love, light, and darkness. I'm out.